You turn 18 and think you've leveled up. You imagine power, freedom, confidence. What you actually get: responsibility, confusion, and back pain from sleeping slightly wrong. You don't feel like an adult. You feel like a raccoon in human cosplay. The world hands you a permission slip to vote, join the military, and go to jail, but not enough life skills to do laundry without Googling what a delicate cycle is. Your body is technically adult. Your brain is still in beta. You are the iOS of humans, functional but glitchy, with surprise meltdowns and a deeply unstable sense of self. 1 minute, you're empowered. The next, you're crying in a Taco Bell parking lot because someone said you look tired. You wake up and suddenly life has terms and conditions. You now need passwords, credit scores, job history, and emotional stability. Which is funny, because you also just cried over an anime dog dying. You're expected to make big decisions with a brain that still gets excited over free breadsticks. You get your first taste of adult freedom, and it's just a buffet of financial trauma and deodorant panic. Rent, too high, groceries, too confusing, student loans, more aggressive than your seasonal depression. No one tells you being an adult is basically playing The Sims on hard mode with no cheats and a microwave that may explode. You still live like a gremlin. Your fridge has one condiment, 3 questionable leftovers, and a Red Bull you're emotionally attached to. You eat cereal for dinner, not ironically, out of survival. Your pillow smells like regret, and your sleep schedule is a PowerPoint presentation on chaos. Everyone said you'd glow up at 18. Instead, you look like you've been drafted into an unpaid internship with anxiety. You scroll past influencers with perfect skin, matching outfits, and lives curated by expensive lighting. You try to copy it, but no ring light can hide the fact that your life is sponsored by uncertainty and unpaid therapy bills. Romance? An emotional car crash in slow motion. You crush on people who barely know your name. You send a risky text, then stare at your phone like you're disarming a bomb. They respond with LOL, and now you're spiraling, Googling, am I unlovable or just cringe? You fall for someone because they held the door once. You build an entire fantasy relationship in your head that includes a dog, 2 kids, and matching hoodies. Then they date someone named Chad, who drinks protein powder like water, and you suddenly hate the entire concept of love. Dating apps? Just self-esteem roulette. Swipe left on hope. Swipe right on disappointment. You're expected to sell your personality in 6 photos and 1 sentence that somehow makes you look interesting, funny, stable, hot, and humble all at once. Spoiler, it doesn't. And when things actually start going well with someone, your brain pulls the fire alarm. You get anxious. You overthink. You become a jealous gremlin because they liked someone's Instagram story from 2019. You don't need a relationship. You need a hug, 8 hours of sleep, and 1 solid year of guided meditation. Your friendships? Hard mode. Everyone's moving, changing, falling into weird jobs or toxic relationships. Group chats become ghost towns. People you used to see every day are now likes on a story. You promise to hang out, but it never happens. Everyone's just busy playing adult on expert difficulty with no save points. Your brain becomes a haunted house full of decisions. Do you go to college, gap year, start a business, sell foot pics, join a cult with decent dentals? Every option is terrifying. You can't commit to a show on Netflix. How are you supposed to choose a career? And even if you choose school, it's not Hogwarts. It's PowerPoint slides, panic attacks, and professors who haven't updated their syllabus since the Cold War. You pay thousands to sit in a beige room and learn how to cite articles you didn't read. Meanwhile, your student loans stalk you like a clingy ex with government backing. Jobs? You need 5 years experience for entry-level positions. You work for minimum wage, maximum suffering. You get yelled at by people who treat customer service workers like emotional punching bags. You fake a smile while dying inside, all for the chance to maybe afford lunch that isn't frozen sadness. Your emotions are unhinged, happy, sad, horny, hungry, insecure, often all at once. You cry watching dog videos. You scream into pillows. You overanalyze every social interaction like it's a court case. Did you say something weird? Did they laugh too hard? Do they secretly hate you? You're constantly comparing yourself to everyone. You see people your age buying houses, getting engaged, starting companies, becoming TikTok, famous for folding towels. Meanwhile, You just put your laundry in the washer and remembered to take it out before it smelled like mildew. That's your victory. That is your peak. You thought turning 18 meant life would start making sense. It doesn't. It just gets louder. More bills, more responsibility, more expectations, and somehow less snacks. You become nostalgic for being 12, not because it was perfect, but because no one expected you to know what a deductible was. Now you're expected to schedule your own appointments and remember your insurance number while also navigating social media algorithms and avoiding emotional collapse. Even your body betrays you. You wake up sore from sleeping. You start feeling tired at 9 p.m. You eat one fast food meal and it takes 3 to 5 business days to recover. Hangovers? Now they come with flashbacks and acid reflux. You're not even old yet. You're just proto-old. You try to hold it together. You smile. You joke. You say, adulting is hard, ha ha. Like a quirky little clown trying to laugh through the spiraling void. You also discover bureaucracy, forms, endless forms. You fill out paperwork that feels like it was designed as a punishment for literacy. You scan, sign, submit, wait, repeat. Every adult task comes with 3 passwords, a broken website, and a phone call that lasts so long you age emotionally. You're 18, but you've already memorized hold music like it's your national anthem. Health? That's cute. Your body might technically be at its prime, but your habits are straight out of a medical horror film. You eat like a raccoon in a vending machine. Your water intake is whatever's left in your iced coffee. And you Google every symptom like WebMD is your spiritual advisor. Headache? Brain tumor. Sore throat? Time to write your will. You sneeze weird and think, this is it. This is how I go. Time becomes your enemy. There's never enough of it. You're juggling school, work, bills, texts, the crushing weight of generational trauma, and 3 group chats that keep sending memes while you're trying to survive. You blink, and it's Thursday. You blink again, and it's next year. Time used to move slowly. Now it sprints like it's being chased by your rent notice. You also start to realize that most adults don't actually know what they're doing either. You were raised to believe that turning 18 meant knowledge would magically enter your brain like a software update. But instead of answers, you get LinkedIn notifications and lower back pain. You look around, waiting for someone to give you the secret. Spoiler, there is no secret. There's just caffeine, trial and error, and pretending to understand insurance terms while you Google them under the table. And worst of all, you're supposed to enjoy this. You're told these are the best years of your life, that you'll look back and smile, which is a terrifying thought. Because if this is the best, the confusion, the instability, the ramen-fueled dread spiral, then what's left? But still, you keep going. Not because it's easy, not because it's fun, but because you have to. Because there's no turning back. Because you're 18. And 18 is the glitch in the Matrix, the weird loading screen between childhood and chaos. And now you're in it, trying to adult with the emotional stability of a dropped lasagna.